This is the brand new Ecoflow Delta 3 Plus. I bought it with my own money, and this is a legit review of this product. So taking a step back, generators like this, or power stations, are becoming very popular. Their price points are slowly falling over time as the cost of batteries decreases. They come in many different shapes and sizes. You can get very small ones like this, and if you have the money, you could buy massive battery packs like this that have 240 volt inverters and even more cool features. But this one right here, the Delta 3 Plus, is mid-range, and it's by far the most popular and versatile choice. So the capacity here is 1 kilowatt hour. That's just enough to run computers, Wi-Fi routers for a meaningful amount of time. It's still small enough to easily take with you in a car, camping, and if you want more capacity, this does have expandable battery packs. This unit right here is an additional 1 kilowatt hour, so it doubles the capacity to 2 kilowatts, and it's an additional $600. That's a reasonable price because these are lithium iron phosphate batteries. They have a life cycle rating of 4,000 cycles, so these are high quality and they're going to last a very long time. But you can also buy this battery pack, which is 4 kilowatts, bringing the total capacity to 5 kilowatts of power. It is expensive, but 5 kilowatts of power, that's beginning to be enough to be like a full-blown home backup power system. And due to the modularity, you could unplug this battery and the main unit is still very portable. And speaking of the main unit, right now on Amazon, there's a deal going on, and it costs just $650. So I'll go ahead and leave the Amazon link to this product below the video if you guys want to buy it. Because spoiler, this thing is a fantastic product. So diving more into the specifications of this main unit, again, the capacity here, to be exact, is 1,024 watt hours. You can recharge it a few different ways. The main one is regular AC power, and the maximum charging speed here is 1,500 watts. That means that this thing can charge from 0 to 100 in less than 1 hour. But something I love about this unit is the accompanying Ecoflow app. So if you don't want to charge this at maximum speed in order to preserve its lifespan, you have complete control via the app of the charging speed of this unit. And on top of that, you can set parameters of how much you want the battery to charge and discharge. So for example, you can set the maximum charge to 80% and the maximum discharge to 20%. So this level of control for expensive batteries like this is very nice. Now, on top of AC charging, we have 2 DC inputs on the back, and these are primarily used with solar panels. So each input here has a maximum input of 500 watts, meaning that theoretically this can accept 1,000 watts of solar input. And since we're on the back, this massive port is where you plug in the expandable battery packs, and down here we have some legacy DC output jacks. But the front is where we have most of the action going on. And here we have 6 regular house AC outlets and 4 USB ports. 2 of them are high-speed USB Type-C, each rated at 140 watts maximum. And then we have 2 more legacy USB-A ports. This is probably my biggest complaint. I would have liked to seen a minimum of 4 USB-C ports and maybe just 1 legacy USB-A port. And above that, we have a massive screen. And this is one of the big new improvements for this generation. Right in the middle, we have the current state of charge. Left-hand side is watts in, right-hand side is watts out. But if you look more closely, we also have other data being displayed here. So before I mentioned how in the app you can set a maximum charge percentage and discharge percentage, and that is represented right here on this meter. Now, when it comes to my usage of this battery, it primarily lives on my desk and acts as a charging hub for all of my devices. And using the screen, I can see exactly how fast my devices are charging based off of the wattage they are pulling. And for this application, the sound, the fan noise is crucial because the device is on my desk, it's very close to me, as well as the UPS function. So when it comes to the UPS functionality, that means this device primarily acts as a pass-through when it's plugged into AC power. And in the event that there's a power outage, it can switch from AC to the internal battery in less than 10 milliseconds, which means that for most devices, it can keep it powered continuously without any hiccups. And the other key thing here is the noise level. These devices have fans built in. It does get hot with usage, but Ecoflow is they are one of the quietest on the market. It's advertised at less than 30 decibels. And I can tell you, again, I use this as a charging hub on my desk. It's about 2 feet away from my face, and it is dead quiet. And finally, I did want to test the phantom draw of this unit. So essentially, when the device is powered on but it's not currently being used, how much power does it lose over time? Just for reference, all units will lose power because the inverter, the system as a whole, consumes power. So for my test, I let it run for 8 hours overnight, and I had the unit both on as well as the AC and DC ports being activated. And 8 hours later, we went from having 70% charge to 32% charge. That means we used about 390 watt hours, which comes out to about 32 watts per hour. So when fully on, that's how much power this device uses by itself. And that's not too bad, 30 watts per hour. If you have that extra battery pack and the total capacity is 5 kilowatts, then the overall impact of that in terms of your battery percentage is going to be a lot less. So that's the Ecoflow Delta 3 Plus, a power unit that's going to stay on my desk for a very long time. At the current price of just $650 on Amazon, I think it's a fantastic deal. So I'll go ahead and leave the link below the video. But again, this was not a sponsored review. So if you guys enjoyed, do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.